Dustin's a little nervous here tonight, but Ivy asked Dustin to give a short eulogy in remembrance of Howard. And they've been friends for a long time. They had a lot of good fun together.
Building a boat.
And Ivy wrote a few things that she'd like to say, and Dustin's gonna take it from here.
All right. There's so much that I can say about my son because he had so many good qualities, and there's a lot of good memories for me. He was a hard worker. He never turned down a good job. Howard was a true friend to anyone that proved to be a good friend to him. He would lend a hand to anyone that needed it. He wasn't afraid of hard work. He gave to those in need when he could. He had a heart of gold. He could forgive and forget easily. He had a great sense of humor. He was fun, witty, adventurous, and at times a risk taker. There was times I didn't know what he was going to get into next, so therefore he could also be full of surprises. Maybe that one. Even with tragedy with his brother and then losing his father soon afterwards, he wasn't one to give up, and he was still a loving person. He had a great love for the outdoors and animals. He loved coming to our house to help Jeff fix things and work around the house. He also put up our Christmas decorations every year. You guys did that a lot.
Yes, we did.
This is fun. Jeff is a little bit like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
That's right.
Most Jeff's repairs around the house ended up with bodily injuries and ended up with damages. So Howard had to repair all of his damages. I'll never forget Howard told me to tell Jeff to stay grounded. He said this shortly after Jeff fell out of the tree, not once, but twice, while he was trimming branches on a tree. He said to take the ladder away from Jeff and don't give it back. Jeff and Howard have known each other for over 14 years, but through all their disagreements, they were still the best of friends. Jeff did agree with one piece of advice Howard gave to him, and that was to stay grounded.
And I'm on the ground every day. Trust me.
I not only lost a son, I lost my best friend. He will be sorely missed by Jeff also. Howard was one of the first friends me and Chelsea made when we moved here in 2008. He had a passion for building, and we quickly bonded over that. He was a very huge help in starting the boat company that we still have going today. We pretty much built everything from the ground floor up, me and Howard did. We lived right across the street from him and Ivy and Jeff. Every morning at 7 a.m. sharp, he would be knocking on our back door waiting for coffee, holding his cup. Ready to get to work. He was always a jokester, made work seem less stressful because you know he was always there to depend on him. I will say that the last time I did see Howard, he was the happiest I had seen him in a long time. He had found the love of his life, Chrissy, and had had a steady job. Things were beginning to fall in place for him, and I was happy to see that. Rest in peace, buddy. You're loved.
Buster, you want to say anything? Go ahead.
I've known Howie since 13, 14. We didn't build new boats, but we raised a lot of hell. I took him to the nudist camp and got to see his first naked ladies playing volleyball. Poached a lot of deer, in front of a lot of cops. Pretty much our teenage years was kind of like you seen the Dukes of Hazzard. We didn't have a General Lee. We had dirt bikes, four-wheelers, whatever car we could piece together. Just a lot of good times. A lot of orneriness, and pretty much a lot of orneriness. He was one of the best friends I ever had. And he's going to be really missed.
Thank you, Buster. thank everybody for coming tonight. I'm not really with it, but thank everyone for showing their respect for Howard. I really appreciate it, and Ivy especially appreciates it. Thank everyone so much for your thoughts.